So let's watch this stuff build, and let's see what we haven't done yet. So this is still building, which is good, but we're also... Oh, that's something I don't like to see. Invaders. And I don't know what we can do about them yet. Well, they're fighting. Thank God for Town Guard, eh? Let's hope they survive this night. So I'm not even sure what these guys are armed with, but hopefully it's something that they can at least defend themselves with. Looks like one guy got a pickaxe, and he's doing some great job there. Well, everyone's injured, but let's hope the new walls will keep that from happening again. And let's hope shortly we can have those stone practice swords so we can start training people to fight. Now, I'm not sure what we need to do to get that, but I'm pretty sure it involves us getting blacksmithing. So let's go ahead and make a push for blacksmithing and a couple more trappers. We're also going to need that pedestal. Now, the mason is very much a key person, like the carpenter, the blacksmith, the mason. Those are very key people. They will build most of your buildings. So I usually like to build them kind of their own home. So let's wait and let's make a nice blacksmith shop, perhaps in this corner over here, along with maybe a mason's on the side. There's enough room for 2 nice buildings. And Rona is back. We all remember Rona, the very hard to understand person. Rona appears again at the edge of the camp. I wonder how long she's been standing there. Observing? You return! Not the excitement I would have had, but sure. Rona gestures at the camp, smiling approvingly. I have come again to pass your stories to the library. She indicates she sits by the fire and produces another birch shaving and waits. Well, since you were last here, we're gonna tell her the story. Oh, Rona, we have started this underground facility full of cages for people. Would you like one? We have beds for the night. But I have a feeling that's not what they're gonna say. Rona meticulously notes everyone's adventure in the runes on the birch bark, and again commits them to the flames. Your fleck of light is growing. Soon your hearth will draw others, and someday it too will be a star in the constellation of our people. Jeez, what's with these guys and stars? Just want to think, bother writing it down and throwing it into the wood. What are you trying to do, appease the fire? Is it time? Your wisdom has your settlement gleaned, and it wishes to pass on the rest of our people. I'm not going to read all this, but she tilts her head. I look forward to your wisdom, and in the meantime a gift to remind your people to spring. She places a small packet by the banner. Bright bell seeds. Thank you. What are bright bells? I have no idea, but let's find out soon. And she literally left them right by the banner. She didn't throw them in the storage. She did exactly what she said. I don't know why that's surprising to me. The game literally said they were by the banner. It's just an odd feature that I quite like. Now, how are we doing for stone? This thing in here seems to still have a decent amount. But why is this not building here, I wonder? Yes, this... Oh, it's because is it not done? No, that was done. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and just set this to build. And try redoing. Oh, right, the chunk removal. The one thing I praised the game on like 2 minutes ago. There we go. And let's go ahead and just remove all of that. I want this stuff to be good. If it's going to have issues, I'd really rather deal with them now than try to deal with them in the future. So let's go ahead and queue this again. Now, I could be just overusing people and expecting them to be faster, but what do we got for pets? We got sheep, chickens, foxes, nothing we really need. So let's assume that these guys are going to build. And let's just assume that they're working too much on the construction of other things. They got the walls to build. They have... It looks like they still got a bit of stuff in the interior to design and build. So let's not worry too much. They're probably just being overwhelmed. That's what I'm assuming. And we're still working on that other bench here. So this entire interior build here is not done. And another daily update. Our net worth is good enough for another person! I really wish I would stop hitting that button because it's just annoying me. And do we have any jobs we can give people? Well, the blacksmith is going to be the next thing we really need. And that will allow us to hopefully be able to build a crafter and be able to get us, a standing army a lot faster. So let's go look at his progress. Well, it says he's working on it now. So let's hope, let's just assume he's working hard. Oh, I had forgotten about these. These are stone chests. These are great for storage facilities. So we're gonna make, well, we can only make 3, and we're really low on stone. But it looks like they're once again mining over here, so that's good. And if we need to, we can start cutting, area out around here. I don't really want to do that, though, because I really do like the way this looks. The whole kind of cut in the earth idea. But let's just watch for a minute. And let's hope they build. While they're doing it, I want to point out something really cool here. The ladder feature. As they're building, they build their own scaffolding, their own ladders to get up to these elevations, so you don't have to worry about how they're going to build it. See, what I said before was, as long as they could reach it with ladders, they would get up there. And that's exactly what they're doing. As long as they can reach it with the ladders, they will go up. I honestly don't know where that guy decided to go, but sure. It's good that he decided to go down there. Now we know there's nothing down there, which is great. These ladders, I'm not sure why they're here. I guess they somehow decided they needed them for some sort of build, but I don't see it. Now this is a boar. I guess you could eat it. I don't intend to eat it. I like him. He's going to stay there for now. We're going to call him Jim. His name is Jim. It's Mr. Jim the Boar. Oh, and he's got his friend Susan. Susan and Jim the Boars. And a survivalist. What do you have, buddy? Legitimately nothing we need, unfortunately. But that's okay. We're still going to get a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is what I was worried about. We are actually out of stone. Which makes it very difficult for us to proceed. Now, let's see. We need a person to be a blacksmith. And we'll worry about the stone issue later. They have designated mining areas. As you can see, they're mining and they're building. So they're going through it kind of slowly, but they're going through. This person would be a great farmer. The herbivore trait, I believe, is really good for farming. Now this person, you know what? We'll make him the blacksmith. There's nothing really significant about him or significant to say not to. So he's just a good worker all around. He'll be our first blacksmith. Now how much wood do we have? Okay. Let's go ahead and make our first building. So we're going to go with, a nice wooden structure. We've already used up a lot of, what's it called? Stone. We've already used up a ton of stone. So let's be nice, and we're gonna make it out of wood. And I'm gonna go with here. This seems good to me. This is a small little house. Nothing major. Nice stone door. And he needs some windows, of course. You're not gonna live in a house without any windows, are you? I don't know. I'm asking everybody this question. I don't know. Do you guys like windows? I like windows. Just see outside, let the rain come in. Especially when they don't have any glass. This place is gonna be a hell for them. And that seems like enough windows. Now we're gonna put a little blacksmith sign up. That's his house. A little lantern inside sounds good to me. And he needs a bed. And, you know, a couple chests here would be useful. The blacksmith is this very significant person. So we're going to go ahead and give him something he can actually use. And these are shelves. Okay. It's not great, I know. But I'm not looking for great. We're looking for something functional that also looks at least somewhat nice, like something you would actually find. So let's go ahead and just add these quickly. These are supplies. So what supply shelves do is allow people to kind of resupply right where they work. And he needs a forge, obviously. He is a blacksmith. No, I don't like that position. We'll do the blacksmith's actual forge a little bit out more from the actual construct. We're trying to go with somewhat compact, but we also want it to be at least a little bit nicer. I don't get him a nice little table and chairs. Because why not? Now, we are almost out of time, so this will be our last build. And we are not building out of that. I keep forgetting we are not building with that. I don't really like the red feel here. What does green look like? Let's see what that looks like. You know what? That looks nice. If I remember, the original caricatures had some nice green on them. So it feels almost fitting. Get them some nice benches, possibly. Nice porch. Bench is at a bad spot. Let's just destroy it. Let's not try to destroy his house, mind you. We're going to just put down a little front porch. And we can put the workbench over here. Nice little overlook to the valley. With a nice little bird feeder. Yes, I'm aware that is a water bath, but we are going to call it a bird feeder. Because that's a bird feeder to me. And we are going to call this blacksmith. Myth workstation. And if it looks good to me, it looks great. Oh, did this not build? Okay, there we go. And build. Seems like a reasonable little shop. Shouldn't be anything our little minions can't acquire right now. And I can see the walls are done. Which is fantastic news. The walls, hopefully, if my thinking is correct, these walls will give some defense against the enemy. And we have another rugged survivalist. Let's see what he has, shall we? Oh, he has some lanterns, which is good. We can dot those around the encampment later. And we are very low on stone, so let's deal with that after. Right now, we are going to put down a couple of these. Just a little bit of lights to keep our people happy. No one wants to wander around in the dark. So let's put these here. Maybe one or two on the workshop. We can't just throw them randomly, unfortunately. But we can put them in somewhat decent locations. So this one, this is our Mason's pedestal. And the Mason's area right now is very kind of, spread out. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. But we don't really have a choice right now. And they finished their hole. So let's go ahead and get them to dig more. I don't like this here. This should have been destroyed by now. So I think what their issue is they need ladders to it. So let's try putting a ladder in and seeing if they are able to destroy me. I am gonna be honest, guys. I am loving the interior here. The kind of castle storage feel is very refreshing. A lot of games don't give you the option to build castles. Like, I'm going to use Minecraft a lot as an example in here. But you have the option to build castles, but to do it real easily, it's not. Minecraft is more about mining and exploration. It's got a lot of creativity. I loved Minecraft for the creativity, but I felt it had something to be lacking in the terms of doors, lighting. Even by doors, I don't mean like the big holes you could make really grand archways. I mean like actual doors. Like there's no such thing as like a stone door. You could only get stuff like iron doors, fencing, and invaders. So we are gonna hit R and summon our town folk to defend us. And I am very curious to see if they can actually even get in. But while we're doing this, let's go ahead and look and see what we need for this. Practice sword just needs a bundle of fiber. I don't know where to get that. So what I'm going to do right quick here, guys, is Google it. Okay, well, I'm back. And it turns out that the bundles of fiber we have to get from harvesting silk. Some sort of plant with the farmer, which we don't have yet. Which seems like a bad thing. Mind you, the only way to get people to defend the town right now would be through that. It seems like an odd style choice to make it so if you start this way, you only have access to the mason. And the only way to get farmers is to have access to the carpenter. But to get access to the carpenter, you have to go through the blacksmith. And that seems like an odd choice because farming and defense are a very key feature of the game. So it's almost like you have to rush to get that carpenter. Or else you'll be in a position where, like we are right now, we don't have the defense to protect ourselves. And I mean, yes, we could build very basic things like just a workbench in the middle of nowhere. But I'm not like that. I don't want to do that. Because our net worth is going up so much now, we should easily be able to get a lot more people. And welcome to the reef, Lucas. Can I rename you? I've always kind of wondered that. No, I cannot. Well, that's sad. So, let's get another person into a trapping job. So, let's get another trapper. They need stone. Of course they do. Everything needs stone right now. And they are still not seeming to be able to remove that. Yeah, that's going to be a kind of a tedious thing. We might have to kind of come in and get it from the back, maybe? Like, come around this way and go in. That might be a way to do it. I don't know. But if that's just how it's going to be, I guess that's just how it's going to be. I mean, we're not going to be in that section much. It's mostly for storage. And I'd ideally like to get this this encampment here built up a little bit so we can maybe build another storage floor on top. Or even do a nice castle storage thing where it's filled with the chests. Because the chest can hold 64 items and it's only like it's a 1x1 or a 2x2. Either way, it's really small for how much it can hold. Oh, yes. So these workbenches, you can actually tell them what you want stored here. And what we want stored here is going to be copper. So we simply tell it and it starts putting copper in there. Which is kind of a nice, that's a really nice feature. I really love it. Now, I have some, I'm going to put this open to anyone in the comments. What would you like to have built here? Top of the plane, what do you guys want to see there? Shoot me some options. I'm not going to go with the comment with the most likes if we get any comments with a lot of likes. But I'm going to go with whatever I like. So if you know what I like, it shouldn't be a problem. I like a lot of things. But our workbench here is almost done. And Rufus is here. Let's see what he has. He has stone. We're buying all of his stone. It's sad that we have to buy stone, but that's the world we live in. Let's sell him some of our gold, because we don't really need that right now. We also don't need a lot of his the tin or the chitin, so let's get rid of that stuff. And maybe some of the coal. Gold right now is kind of somewhat important for us. Being able to have it on hand, because it'll allow us to buy more from merchants when they come around. The merchants are kind of a big deal. Now, let's take a look here at the slice. Still a lot of area over here. Now, I hate to end. I think what we're going to do, I know you guys don't want to watch a laggy game. We're going to end this segment here. And we will put up another segment in the future, and we will finally finish the blacksmith. We have done a lot today. We got our storage, we got our walls up, we got a bit of storage, and we got some underground stuff. So I think that's a good, segment for now. And I will see you all in the next video. This is Frozen, and if you guys got any comments or suggestions of what you would like to see, let me know. I would love to make content you guys would be excited to see, eager to see, and want to see. Shoot it to me my way. I like it.